Listen and learn.
What are you going to do? How are you going to express that? Where does this start? It starts here.
What are you guys doing?
Sure. Well, what we're problem of food deserts. What are you really trying to tackle?
What are you going to pay forward?
I want to ask you, what are you going to believe?
What are you watching at the moment? So what are you shooting?
No idea, actually. I was actually writing ideas in my office. You want to come up there and...
It's you. What are you going to do? What will keep you in the game?
There are things that you think you'll never need to know.
And she said, "What are you drawing?"
What are you thoughtful about? What are you thinking about?
Because I'm trying to see, okay, what are you doing?
And why are you looking at that? You're
shots. What are you talking about? She posts more than that.
My only question is, what are you guys gonna have?
What are you looking at? We're all...
What are you doing to make...
What are you trying to get from me?
Through this...
Deserve it. What are you waiting for?
So I said, all right, time to fess up. What are you doing with these eggs? He says, well...
Then what are you supposed to do if you get stuck in
These people need help, okay?
Steven.
I'm here to give it to them. What are you doing?
What are you going to do to celebrate?
And I'm like, sis, what are you even talking about?
What are you working on? What are you working towards? What are you moving forward towards? This makes you more...
Couples, when are you most drawn to your partner? And
That was on the computer. When are you going to do the next one? We just can't wait to follow the next one. Well, you know, they were...
When are you going to splice in the part where...
When are you going to face the truth about you?
When are you coming back home?
Lydia, when are you going to write a book?
I emailed Danny that night saying, when are you arriving in California?
When are you going to start putting stuff out on that?
Fine, what are you going to fix now?
Since when are you only your...
People saying, you know, when are you going to tell your story?
She said, when are you going to get here?
I'm very proud of. When are you going back to Europe next? Are you
Well, and why are you also obsessed with me?
Dates.
Why are you opening a box of dates?
Video game, and you're like, why are you sharing this video game?
So why are you punishing yourself for not...
When you say, why are you healthy? Or why are you in the hospitality business when... Why are you so confused?
Why are you here at Stanford? Why are you... And I say, why are you struggling with it? Why are you doing this? What?
And when he came back to the car, I said, are you okay? You know, why are you walking like that?
Like, why are you here? Why are you in these relationships?
This room, why are you so stuck in this? And I was like, address the need. Why are you better at it than anybody else?
Then why are you an actor? And I'd be like...
Why are you and...
Who said, well, why are you referencing a black phrase? And I say, no, this is...
Why are you really giving your money away?
Teach at your school. Why are you treating me like this? And I was like...
Which is, why are you here?
Who are you?
When people ask you, who are you? What do you do?
The why, and who are you in the world?
Who are you? Who are you?
And then it starts rolling.
Yeah, right. I like that.
Bird. Name a bird.
But who are you?
Looked at me and he was like, who are you? And I was...
If you look at the run-up to the 2020 election, the Democrats who are...
Jeff Pfeffer, in his inimitable fashion, came into the copier room and he's like, who are you? I don't...
I've been a Zen teacher and he gave me the koan, who are you?
People will ask, who are you writing for?
To ask you the question, who are you in...
Who are you dating?
By the way, and then it'll decline rapidly, but 7 billion people in the world, and who are you? You're just one little dust mote.
Somebody now, I shake their hand and I want to say, who are you?
They'll say, who are you? Why?
People who are, more familiar.
Say to me, who are you going to have to...
The other individual said, who are you hiding from? You are...
That you made, that who are you going to ask to fix it?
They said, who are you?
Who are you passing?
In terms of like moment by moment, who are you becoming? And
So the question is, who are you really selling?
So let's just add it
And they said, who are you guys? Like, who does?
Now, what are you going to do? How are you going to express that? Where does this start? It starts here. You know, all of us in this room, we're blessed.
The craze. How are you going to curate your information diet? Are you going to...
But how are you different than your competition?
Right now. How are you? Nice to meet you. How are you feeling in the...
How you doing, greedy?
How are you going to answer the charge?
In the mirror, how are you interacting in relationships?
Here, this idea is how are you designing...
So how are you feathering that?
How are you?
How are you getting out of this?
With
all of these other aspects of the fellowship, how are you using that? What?
I was sharing this idea of how are you going to sell and market it? Like I just went.
Good. How are you?
If you don't know which stores are selling what, how are you going to make right?
You feeling, and yet when you're
out and got married, but how are you not?
How are you ever going to be able to tell them about your work?
Or how would you think about it as a...
The question is, how are you?
Hello again.
Hello again.
Hello, how are you? Nice to see you.
So how are you going to do that? And their idea